Hey, it's Pierre. I have a review for you today of a racket from Oliver called the Oliver Apex 500. Thanks to Pete from Oliver for sending me this racket to review. I have been testing it out in the last couple of days. I played with it in one match and had kind of a hitting session with it as well. And I have some feedback for you on it. It is a teardrop racket that is, if you recognize the shape, very reminiscent of the Carboflex, the Technofiber Carboflex frame. And this was quite similar, I thought, but there are some differences which I will tell you about. This was 149 grams. Whoa, 149.5, let's call it, grams. I like to round up to the nearest half. And that's about maybe 5 grams lighter than the Carboflex that I measured, the 125S, I mean. So it's a little bit lighter. It's also a little bit head heavier. This is a 37 centimeter balance point. And so a little bit head heavier, give you a little bit more kind of guidance on your shots and help the head of the racket come through. I just did a long comparison of this and the Technofiber, and even though the specs sort of say this is lighter, head heavier, I did find them to play pretty similarly, despite listening for subtle differences. And it actually took me, I was expecting, because it was head heavier, that I would adjust to this one pretty quickly, like I did with, you can check out my review for the Apex 300, which is Rosner's racket. That one was kind of more immediate fit for me, and for whatever reason, this one, it took me a while to kind of get the feel of it. I'm not sure why, even though they have this and the Oliver Apex 300 have kind of similar specs, really similar weight and balance. The stiffness of this I have found a way to maybe measure this. I measured it as 141 hertz. I'm gonna have to do a video explaining where that number comes from, but that's on the not that stiff side. That is sort of what's the opposite of stiff? It's a flexible rating that I got on this racket. So overall, it took me a bit to get used to it, but an enjoyable frame all the same. The Oliver Apex 300. So let me show you the cosmetics. We've got Oliver in red in there, and it's a black frame. It looks cool. And we got the German Champion Edition, German flag there for Oliver, a German company. And also, there's their Oliver logo. And we have the Apex line recommended by Simon Rosner. He doesn't play with this one. He plays with the Apex 300, but he recommends the whole line, I think. So there you go. This is the Oliver Apex 500. I'm going to take a few hits with it now, so people who are always writing asking to see a few hits after the end of the review, you can check that out if you want to. All right, thanks.